Contemplation is a great resource when it comes to taking actionable steps to move forward in life while harnessing as little bias as possible. As great as it sounds, it's not something that we all aspire to be the masters of. Meditation, in my opinion, is one of the best ways in us being so, the masters of our own self-introspection. I've learned a lot about myself over the recent years, all about the good, the bad, and the ugly, which helped me shape my reality as best as I could. If I may be honest with you, I've always felt like it's never enough. But what makes it easier is practicing contemplative meditation, because I can always gain insight on all my concrete problems and find an active solution. This video is wholly dedicated to contemplative meditation with all the ins and outs of it. If you're someone who's felt like they could better approach their life situations with meditation as an active solution, like myself, be sure to stick around. With that being said, let's dive right in. Contemplation in this case means having a time where you're being deep in thought or meditation. Contemplation is a deep, thorough process that could be rather originally tied to a religious practice. In my understanding, contemplation in this case refers to acknowledging a higher power in deep meditative thought and insight. On the contrary, it can be classified as a way to quiet the mind in order to cultivate a personal capacity for deep connection and insight for people who aren't religious. Examples of contemplative practices include contemplative prayer, mindful walking, yoga, qigong, and meditation. Contemplative practices are good for indulging in your thoughts and gaining insight. They help promote uncovering deep thinking and self-reflection. Contemplative prayer, which is similar to mantra meditation, refers to practice of focusing on one word throughout a form of prayer. The practice generalizes on the word or phrase, ultimately in a repetitive state. Mindful walking is a contemplative practice that is based on walking while being fully aware of each step and your breathing process while in the middle of it. It is said that this form of contemplative practice can release our sorrow and our worries, which helps bring peace into the body as well as the mind. In relation to contemplative practice, yoga is a form of exercise that focuses on strength, flexibility, and breathing in order to boost physical and mental well-being. Yoga is mainly based on postures, which are a series of movements and poses that are designed to increase your strength and flexibility. Some of yoga's benefits that are not related to contemplation meditation include promoting better breathing, helps improve your sleep, and enhance your overall well-being as well as quality of life. Qigong is an ancient contemplative Chinese healing practice that combines meditation, controlled breathing, and gentle movement. One of its aspects is focusing on qi, which translates to vital force of life, and to run it further, gong in qigong means mastery of cultivation. The basics of the practice is to help cultivate the energy and strength of nature into one's body to promote better mental, physical, and spiritual health. Meditation is a set of techniques that are meant to encourage a heightened state of awareness and focused attention. In relation to contemplation, meditation is divided into two types, which is mindfulness and concentration meditation. Mindfulness meditation encourages you to observe wandering thoughts as they drift through the mind. The whole point of mindfulness is to have an insight on your internal sensations like your thoughts and feelings without reacting to them. And the latter, which is concentration meditation, is based on placing all your focus on a single point, objective, or activity. Popular examples are focusing on your breath, reciting a mantra or a word, which is similar to contemplative prayer. Other examples are candle gazing and listening to a sound. Contemplation is more of a spiritually derived action, where meditation represents the more systematic, rational exploration of life's many questions. The difference between contemplation and meditation can be very controversial. Although I personally would agree that they are exactly the same, I wouldn't do so with full confidence. And I'll explain why. It's time for a history lesson. In order for us to understand the difference between meditation, we have to understand how their meanings have been altered throughout time. The word contemplation, of which in Latin translates as contemplum, is a combination of the prefix con, which translates to with, and templum, which translates to shrine or temple. Combining its various root definitions in Latin, the word contemplation can be defined as the act of seeing, observing, with the help of the divine. Whereas the word meditation comes from the Latin verb meditor, which resembles meanings like I think, ponder, consider, plan. It's pretty obvious that their meanings have been altered over the years, which relates to my first point. That contemplation is actually the more spiritually derived action, whereas meditation is a more systematic approach that centers towards exploration of life's many questions. According to guidedmeditationframework.com, the recent distortion is largely contributed due to the polarization of meditation in the Western Hemisphere via Buddhism based on mindfulness meditation. The widespread of meditation has led a lot of people into thinking that meditation is a practice that is based on clearing the mind of all thoughts, when actually the true meaning of meditation is to engage into deep thought and insight. The benefits of contemplation meditation overall include calming the mind and spirit through practicing deep thought and insight. Other benefits include reduction of stress. Practicing meditation is a great way when it comes to reducing stress levels. They pave the way in us going beyond the temporary worries in life and embracing a more peaceful state of mind. A lot of scientific studies have proven that meditation has a ton of health benefits and has a good overall impact on our physical and mental well-being. According to Healthline.com, meditation can decrease blood pressure and may help fight addictions. The third one is better control over your thoughts. Unlike most people, meditators are quick to learn that their thoughts have no great impact on who they are. So in due time, they learn how to sift through the confusion and distortion that they facilitate and balance control over a quiet mind. And last but not least, better concentration. When you regularly practice contemplation and meditation, they both help improve your concentration in basic terms because you learn how to focus more on things that matter. On a more profound note, meditation helps boost your cognitive ability, which relates to having better memory and improved willpower. To begin contemplative meditation, be sure to go through the following steps. Find a place where you feel comfortable to be in or around that's free of distractions. Sit comfortably in the lotus position or lay down if you don't feel comfortable. Close your eyes and center your mind. Start taking slow, focused, deep breaths. Center your focus on your heart and unravel questions or problems that may be weighing your mind. Try to break them down as deeply as you can, down to the root, and try to find insight over why they exist. Balance the questions or the problems with the most honest answers or solutions while having your coping filter dismantled. When you end your practice, be sure to journal the entire experience. With that being said, I hope this entire presentation will help you to get started. This is Shaun from Pyro Mind Hack. Thank you for watching.